within himself that Paramashiva manifesting as Parameshwara. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism did the first initiation where he had initiated one of his friends and gave the first energy darshan. Now, we have a brief sharing. This sharing took place is a rare recording during an interview of someone who was the childhood classmate of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who has given so many different sharings from and insights into the divine life of the avatar. And during this interview, he shares how he had the energy darshan from Paramashiva himself, from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, at this time after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had the enlightenment experience. It was during this
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
the very place where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had the experience of this first enlightenment experience is today worshipped every single day as an embodiment of Paramashiva himself. We can see pictures, photographs of the very place where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had this enlightenment experience being offered worship, and the sacred ritualistic practices, procedures for offering worship for a linga and for the embodiment of Paramashiva, the representation of Paramashiva is being carried out for this place until today. Even today, despite the COVID lockdown going on and so many different restrictions in place, arrangements were made to safely perform the puja at Pavlakundru so that we can continue the celebrations and worship our gratitude to Paramashiva and to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for manifesting this grand Leela. Every single year, the worship happens at Pavlakundru, and despite so many different ongoing persecutions that are happening against the land or against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, the sacred sentiment is carried forth, and this day commemorates that sacred sentiment, manifests that in each of our lives as more and more power. So many devotees across the world worship this place, just as Kedarnath, the linga at Kedarnath is worshipped as the place where Adi Shankaracharya left the body and attained enlightenment. The Mahasamadhi, this very rock is not just any kind of rock. It is Paramashiva. Shila is worshipped as Paramashiva himself, and it represents Paramashiva himself, and it is bound to attract thousands of millions of people over the years to come and offer worship as a very extension of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. With this, we'll now move to the next segment of today's program. As we have understood until now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made happen this breakthrough for the whole world at the mere age of 12 years old, 32 years back. Now, let us understand, let us make ourselves available and ready to see a live demonstration of how that breakthrough is manifesting today. We'll now move to the next segment of this program.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham.
introduction on this whole, how the science of the Shaktis, how Swamiji has brought this to humanity. Understand, all of us know this whole thing just as we hear about all of these, just as mere stories or in history, or when we listen to Ramayana, Mahabharata. But time and again, an avatar happens, comes down to show humanity the possibility that it has. That is the greatest sacrifice of an avatar.
Actually, the very happening of an avatar itself is a huge statement made by the cosmos of its compassion. So blessed we are that we are getting to live, and the avatar is in the physical form. Wow, what a blessing. Let's say every time we read Mahabharata, Ramayana, it feels like, wow, how would it have been when people are living around Krishna? How would have Arjuna spoken to Krishna? How would have Rama spoken to Hanuman? How was Hanuman's experience? How was it to be Rama's brother? It is, each of us have like different thoughts like this. You're like, how would it be living around an avatar? And now we all are having that as an experience itself. So beautifully, as you mentioned, each Leela that are done by the avatar, right, are all just for the humanity to understand and experience that possibility. Today's day being the Nithyananda Poornima, the day when Swamiji did the first Leela of his first enlightenment experience, the Leela where he demonstrated the experience of enlightenment by having the 360-degree vision above him, below him, around him, in all the different directions. He was able to see with his eyes closed.
Actually, this I just want to share with all the viewers. Now, many times, what we understand or what we cognize, what we visualize is God, right? Anybody who does something like, if you see someone, or maybe we say materializing, or when you see someone doing some power, we say, oh my God, that's a divine being. And that's someone great, that's a divine being, only divine people can do that. Here is Swamiji creating so many divine beings, so many gods, and who is Swamiji, right? Like that is one thing, that is one cognition that always awes me, because many times when you have something special, you would like to always have that as something special, and you're like, oh, it cannot be given, you would like to make that as something of your, and you would like to make that as your brand or whatever that is called. And it is only an avatar can have this tremendous compassion, because he is filled with everything. Anything happening, not happening, anything is inclusive in him. Everything is inclusive in him. So there is nothing that he is not, and there is nothing that he is just. So as an avatar who is all encompassing of everything, Swamiji gives this sacred sciences to people. When Swamiji did this at the age of 12, when Swamiji brought this whole science out to the humanity, it was not just to show us as a possibility, it was to show that this is possible, this is scientific, and this can happen. And today, Swamiji is making it happen by giving this to millions of people. There are born blind children, the children who are visually impaired, who have been given this science, who have been able to use third eye. Actually, we will show you all even that video.
Actually, just wanted to tell you had made a very important the word, but how Swamiji has made everything scientific. See, we all would have been, as a Hindu, you would be very aware of this Patanjali Yoga Sutras, right? Patanjali was a great enlightened master who was the first person to make this enlightenment as a science. See, science means something that can be replicated, miracle or an accident. These are like happening, which happened without your control, without the science behind it being known to you. So they cannot be replicated. Everything that Swamiji teaches to us is scientific. See, that is something very unique to what Swamiji's contribution is to Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So we are actually going to be looking into what is that such a unique thing and what is this gift that we have received directly from Swamiji, the avatar. Today's day being the Nithyananda Poornima, this was the very day where at the tender age of 12, Swamiji had his experience of enlightenment, where the first experience, where he demonstrated Leela, where he was able to see through 360-degree in all the 10 directions, just with his eyes closed, and was able to experience the same. Like everything, like Swamiji actually very beautifully describes how the rock on which he was sitting or the trees behind him, everything he could feel his presence in everything, just like how he felt his presence inside the body. So this same experience that Swamiji experienced at his age of 12, today Swamiji has given it as a solid experience where we are able to demonstrate it and manifest it to millions of people across the globe who are already manifesting as Nithyananda yogis. So today, we are going to be demonstrating one of these powers, which is the powers of third eye, to all of you.
Here we are going to be experientially sharing how what Swamiji showed to humanity as a possibility. Today, Swamiji is giving that as an experience to each and every one of us. So here we have the Balasans and Nithyananda yogis joining us live to share this power of the third eye that Swamiji has awakened in all of us and how we use that in our everyday life. So we will now be chanting the pramanas, meaning the scriptural references of this great science. So we will begin with chanting the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference from the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, about the science of third eye.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes.
I request the Shastra Pramana, the power of third eye.
Paramashivoham.
Actually, just to let all of you know, here we have like 4 different types of pramanas. Pramanas are the references, the evidences that we have collected. So the first is Shastra Pramana. I request the entry operator to kindly project this. Shastra Pramana are the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the Vedas and Agamas. So evidence is collected from that. Second is the experiences and results of avtas or authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis, the Vedic scientists who time tested and verified the science. The third is the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana is from Swamiji's own experience. The Atma Pramana is from Swamiji's own experience, where all the different, this millennium's avatar, where he demonstrated all these powers as a Leela in his life and established how all these are scientific and like foolproof for this modern day. And the next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is Pratyaksha Pramana or empirical evidence from the observation and scientific experiments, most of which are directly conducted on Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. All of us can even see this, a small photograph of it. Now we're going to be, let's enter directly into the power of third eye, where we are going to be seeing the Shastra Pramana of this power. The Shastra Pramana is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Could go to the further slides. Next slide, please. Next slide. We are going to be chanting this Shastra Pramana. This is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. This is the reference that we have for the power of third eye in the scriptures. Kapalantarmano Yasya Tishtanmirita Ochanaha Kramena Manaso Dadyat Lakshaye Lakshamuttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center, sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession by that stability of the mind and inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of
Avatar, Krishna, Sri Krishna, initiated and awakened Arjuna's third eye. So in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 11th chapter, the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, the 8th verse, Bhagavan Sri Krishna initiates Arjuna into this power with this verse. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. But you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you the divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. Now, this beautiful science was even directly brought by Swamiji to the world.
And that is this day where we have the Nithyananda Poornima.
On this Vaikasi Vishakam, the very day where Bhagavan Subramanya achieved enlightenment, in the very spot where Devi Parashakti experienced her oneness, that very spot, the avatar Paramashiva and Parashakti, in his avatar as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam experienced and showed to the humanity the possibility of the superconscious breakthrough for each and every one of us.
And we are so excited because this Shakti, what Swamiji had experienced, and where Swamiji demonstrated it as a Leela.
I realized not only I was able to see, I was able
where Swamiji experienced it as a Leela, demonstrated it as a Leela, today gifted to humanity and established scientifically. Here you can see the PET scan done on Swamiji, which is the positron emission tomography, which established how whether Swamiji is in the wakeful state or in a deep meditative state, whether he activities or not doing any activities throughout his third eye region had a high neural activity. Now, without further ado, let's enter into today's power manifestation demonstration. We request the slideshow to be kindly stopped, and now let us see the demonstration directly from the Balisans and the Nithyananda Yogis.
Actually, the Balisans and Nithyananda Yogis are just a few of the samples of all the thousands of people that are initiated, that are manifesting the Shakti. We have teachers, doctors, we have housewives, we have fathers, mothers, and children, everybody from all walks of life, irrespective of their nationality, gender, race, caste, creed, or background, or knowledge, or anything, irrespective of all of that. This extraordinary power is reached out to everybody at their doorstep, just out of the compassion of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So joining with us today, we have Manitya Virajananda, a Balisan from Nithyananda Gurukul, and Manitya Paramapriyananda, the mentor, who is here to support here. Yes. Nithyanandam, as the Balasans, the spiritual daughters of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, here we are to carry this legacy to the world, just to reach out to the world, this beautiful science that Swamiji is gifting to the humanity. Swamiji is like every way possible, be it social media, be it like temples, monasteries, libraries, schools, hospitals, in every possible way, Swamiji is stretching himself to reach this science to the world, to humanity in every walk of its life. And here we are to showcase one of it, of what experience we have had in our life just by receiving these extraordinary Dikshas from Swamiji. And Manitya Virajananda is here. And yes, can you just introduce how old you are, Ma?
Yes, Nithyananda everyone, and I'm 16 years old, yeah.
Yes, so here we have Manitya Virajananda, who is just 16 years old and who's from Nithyananda Gurukul, and she's from the Adi Kailasha Sarvagya Peetam, the kingdom of Adi Kailasa. And now, yes, Ma Paramapriya, I request you to actually show the I-band and explain about the I-band, and you can get started with putting that on Manitya Virajananda's eyes.
Actually, I request the NTV operator to kindly project them in full screen so we can see the I-band closer.
Yes. Could you explain? I think you're muted. Maybe you can unmute and explain about it.
Yes, so this is a ophthalmological surgical I-band. You can see in the front.
Yes. So the front of the I-band is made of complete opaque plastic. The back of the I-band is made of sponge, which completely sits on the skin and prevents any kind of gap and obstructs any kind of light passing through. Yes. Now, Mahesh, are you ready to use your third eye to manifest the power of the third eye from the space of oneness with Swamiji and to share this with the world?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Ma Paramapriya, you can go on and put the I-band on Manitya Virajananda's eyes.
So what exactly are we going to be doing right now? So there are many people who are joining us continuously. It's Nithyanandam. Welcome to all the viewers. We're seeing more and more views are increasing, meaning more of you are joining us. Very excited to welcome all of you here. So right now, what is going to be happening is we are having Manitya Virajananda, a Balasan of the Nithyananda Gurukul, who's completely blindfolding herself. This is an ophthalmologist certified eye bag, which prevents any light from passing in. So now what we are going to be doing is, you, all the viewers who are watching this on YouTube, in Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. Actually, we are live in multiple YouTube channels. So if you're in anything else also, if you want your messages to be read out by us, you can come to Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. So in this YouTube channel, in the comment section, the live chat section, whatever you are going to be posting live as comments, Nithya Virajananda is going to be reading them. We are only going to be starting from the latest ones.
Yes.
Yes.
So ready, who is watching can go ahead and start commenting. And Margarita, yes, the stage is all yours. You can go ahead and start reading and responding to the comments as well.
Yes. So the latest comment which I'm able to see is from Ma Brian Birch. She has posted gratitude for my guru and an
We put the NTV operator to project Nithya Virajananda on the full screen so people can see her more clearly as she is reading out. You can just project Ma Virija and Ma Paramapriya. Yes. Yes, go on, Ma. Nithya Virajananda, you can now go on.
Yes. Karthik Rajput has posted Jai Bajrang Bali and 2 thumbs up emoji.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yes, so all of you can see now. So we just wanted to show her in full screen so all of you can actually see how she's reading. Yes, NTV operator. Now you could share project as well. So just wanted to show how she's able to see, like you all get it's completely covered. Yes, go ahead. Nithya Virajananda, you can keep reading.
So Margot Lessere has posted Nithyananda. Yes, Nithyananda Ma. And happy
Yes,
Nithyananda.
and actually all viewers you all can post different words, numbers, random combination of emojis and letters, and you can post some hard sentences for Margarita to read as well. This is just to show you all what happens when you receive the Diksha from an avatar. Yes, Margarita, go ahead, Ma.
Yes, Ma Bhaktivasyananda has posted Nithyanandam and exclamation mark. Such a beautiful, blessed Nithyananda Poornima and a heart emoji and a namaste emoji.
Wow. Beautiful.
Beena Bola has posted, Ma, can I have a body scanning please? Sure, Ma Beena Bola, you will have it. Ma Lakshmi Pant has posted Buddha Poornima. Ma Anne-Marie Cass has posted, we see the balsam, but not the message. But actually,
yes, Anne-Marie Cass, you are seeing the messages just exactly like you're commenting. Okay, so just to let all of you know, all the viewers, if you have the same question, where is Nithya Virajananda reading from? We are reading from the live chat section of Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel.
And now you can read the comments coming in for third eye, Ma. And maybe all the people who are requesting for body scanning, we're just today we're just manifesting the power of third eye because this is directly like the experience that Swamiji demonstrated the world during his experience of enlightenment at the age of 12, which Swamiji shared to the whole of humanity today. So just you all can post what you want the Balasan to read through the third eye, and you all can post different words, combination of emojis and letters, numbers. You can post any of these, and the Balasan will be reading it for you all. Go on, Ma Virajananda.
Mommy, please seal the COVIDs. Ma Bhaktivasyananda has posted a fantastic Ma, a smiley emoji and a tulip flower. Kailasa's Skindia Visakh has posted Devi Parashakti does not read the future. She just manifests what you want. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. Lakshmi Pant has posted thank you, amazing. Actually, I request all of you, those who speak Hindi, to type something in Hindi and I'll also be able to read it. Wow. And yeah, I can post.
Yes, we have Ma Virajananda.
Just to let all of you know, Nithya Virajananda is from Malaysia. So I don't think you would have read Hindi in Malaysia anyways. So cool to see how we are going to be reading it now. Yes, go ahead. After Lakshmi Pant's comment, whatever comments are coming, you can keep reading.
Yes. Mimi World just posted an emoji like this.
Yes. Yes, and then go on.
Bolai Mas posted thanks, Ma. Bhavani Viraya has posted Nithyananda Ma Virajanitu exclamatory marks. Amazing seeing you third and manifestation. Yes, Nithyananda Ma Bhavani, glad to see you on the comment section. Yes, Nithyananda too. Yes. And Mahesh Ayers posted 3 namaskar emoji. Om Shivoham 369 has posted Happy Buddha Poornima Kailasa Shivoham. Jody Wells is full. Swamiji is the greatest gift to humanity. We are all blessed. An exclamation mark and a heart emoji. Margaret Lesser is posted. It's so amazing. You are reading so fast. Yes, Ma. With the initiation of Swamiji, you too also read very fast like me. And Edwin Walker has posted blessings for me and family and like emoji like this. Yeah. And Bhavani Viraya has posted Salamat Malam Ma Virja Apa Kabar. Kabar Baye Ma. Yes. Actually, she asked me how are you in Malay, and I replied back saying I'm fine. And Karthik Rajput has posted something in Gujarati.
Wow.
Jai Mata Ji, I think. And Ma Nithya Paramashivam has posted 3 emojis. The first emoji has 2 stars in the eyes. And this next emoji is like, and a 2 heart emoji. And third is like hearts, 3 hearts in the face. And MMV, and then Ma Divyananda's posted my fave emoji, an equal sign and like cross sign like that, and a fox coming out of the box. And Emma posted Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, a namaskar emoji. Bless our family, Swamiji, hyphen Lakshmi. Ma Nithya Paramashiva Priya posted Nithyananda Ma. Yes, Nithyananda Ma to you also. My annual class was posted Bonjour de la France. Yes. Ma Nithya Mahajarananda's posted Nithyanandam and hyphen and I love you Swamiji. Yashudhara Balaji was posted wow. Actually, the wow has 2 W's towards the end.
Wow, so much precision.
Ma Nithya Parvashipriyan has posted Nithyananda Ma, and yes, again Ma, I'm saying Nithyananda to you. Manjari Shukla has posted thank you. Brian Birch has posted I love. Love is in the form of a heart emoji. This demonstration, wow. Actually, the O is a 0. And yeah, B. Sharanya has posted 3 heart emoji and 2 heart emoji where the eyes are 2 heart. And Radha Krishna posted 2 snowman emoji, like the snowman's hands are like this. And Om Shivoham 316 has posted thanks all Kailasa from Japan, Jai Kailasa. Maniti Mahajananda's posted you're so amazing. Karthik Rajput, yes, it was Jai Mataji in Gujarati. How many languages can
Actually, Magrita, you want to answer
all
what languages
languages?
can be read?
It's just the power of downloading. You want to get actually, yeah. So actually, if you have the third awaken, no, like life becomes actually even more easier when somebody comes approaches to you from different languages. You just download the language that second and answer back to them. Okay, and then Alka Bharadwaj is posted bless me ma. Regin Raj is posted an average magician can do this trick. Shukla.
Yes. Sorry, Magrita, I would just like to respond one thing. Regin Raj Aya, see, there's a difference between science and magic. If one person does this and there's a trick, it's magic. If this is being able to be if this can be replicated as an experience to anyone and everyone, it's a science. It's a clear science. And sorry.
Actually, understand, everything that we are demonstrating here, they are not with any tricks or any techniques that are used. Please understand, every human being, if you have a head, you have a third eye. This is a statement that Swamiji, Paramashiva, who has come down in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhana, His Divine Will as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is making by giving this power to all of us. Understand it? I actually, looks like you're someone newly joining us here. We're more than happy to welcome you here. And today we are actually having the Nithyananda Poornima. We are celebrating the Nithyananda Poornima. This is the very day, just like how Ma Virija, who is having her eyes tight, using the power of third eye, is able to read your comments that you're putting in the YouTube chat. Same way, Swamiji, in his age of 12, he was able to do this in 360 degrees. This whole thing was done 360 as a 360 degree vision by Swamiji, and that was the experience that he was able to do when he was at his age of 12. And today, he has given this to millions of people in the world. This is not a trick. If it was a trick, then you are someone who's commenting live. How do you think she would have been able to read what you have commented? So understand, Aya, when you put it as, okay, it is a trick, then you are actually missing out on what is that huge possibility that is actually waiting for you. So do not do that mistake, because today can be even your day of your enlightenment. Just like how Buddha got enlightened on a Poornima. Today, this is the exact day when Devi achieved her oneness, when Subramanya achieved his enlightenment. Swamiji demonstrated this Leela. He played this Leela of this one first enlightenment experience like that. You can have your enlightenment today. So do not miss out your enlightenment just because your mind is trying to convince you that it's a trick. If it's a trick, how do you think she would have been able to read your comment, Aya?
And also science, which there's a lot of scientific research that's been done on it. And I'm sure all of us, anyone before coming to a conclusion, we would do a lot of research and understand about it, right? So definitely, if yours is such a comment, I request you to do the research and then come to this understanding. You can go and visit our websites, and there's kailasa.org, and you can go to nithyanandapedia.org, and just put on third eye, you will see the whole science there, all the scientific research is there, and we have tons of books published. So I'm sure you can spend time to understand that. And thank you so much, Aya, for commenting. Yes, Maniti Virijan, there's so many.
I think right now your whole comment section is flooded with comments, Mavarija. I think you have to just go back to you have to just continue from wherever you're seeing right now.
Yes, ma'am, Virija, you can continue.
Okay, somebody in person named Radha Krishna has put something in here.
Okay.
Actually, if you want, I can write it down.
Ma Virija wants to write it down. I think we can start.
Do you have a piece of paper?
Yeah, a paper can be arranged. Just give us a minute. Ma Virija, you can actually continue.
You can keep continuing.
Yes. You keep continuing. And Ma Radha Krishna, whoever has commented, please stay tuned and do comment once more. Like we're just getting a paper and a pen. So once she gets the paper and pen, she's going to write and show to you in the same language that you have posted it. Cool. Ma Virija, come on, continue. We are having more and more people who are coming and sharing. Go ahead.
Name Tata's posted Swami's next level. Bharati Parashva Priya's posted a sunflower, rose which is facing down and a petal falling down, and a white flower, and a moonrise which has like a red background, and a white flower. Again, a rose which is like the rose is falling down, a sunflower. Love is Poornima, and sunflower and a heart, a sunflower and a rose, and a sunflower. Thank you, Paramashiva. A white flower, a moon, like basically the Poornima emoji, and the white flower again. Monica Nitya Nishkroda Nanda's posted 7 heart emojis. Yeah, well, like in the eyes, there's 2 heart emojis, and then Sinu Vasan has posted. He has posted 8 heart emojis.
Yes. So we have the paper and pencil ready. Ma Virija, you can
actually you can post anybody here. You can post different language also. And Maniti Virija is going to see the script and write down that script for you all, and she's going to be showing it here. So with her eyes blindfolded, using the power of the third eye, she's going to be writing down the script. Yes, ma'am, go ahead. You can go back and read the comment.
I think Ma Radha Krishna had posted it.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'm just going to show you the paper.
Go ahead to that comment and okay, I think she's posted again. Posted it again.
Go ahead. Yes, it's a blank paper. You all can see it's a blank paper. Just a plain sheet of paper and a writing pad. Yes.
You can write it now. Yes. Okay, Ma Radha Krishna has just posted in. It's the latest post. You can write what Ma Radha Krishna has posted. Go ahead, Ma.
How cool is this, right? Where actually every time and every celebration that we celebrate in Sanatana Dharma, it is for that experience to come to us, like, that is a time the whole cosmos literally aligns itself. So where we can have that experience in us. It is so beautiful. Swamiji has already made it as a reality for us. Having this experience, just like how Swamiji had 360-degree vision, like that, already that experience has started manifesting it as so beautifully. It is really, really such a huge blessing directly from Paramashivoham himself. Yes, a lot of you are joining us. Kolchi, Millie, R. Manjula Ranananthan, and Sovereign, Bray, Andrea Pillan, Margaret Sir, Nithyananda. Welcome to all of you who are joining us for today's. Okay, so Margaret. Oh my God! Radha Krishna, would you like to acknowledge in the comment section if Madhurja has put your script exactly as it was with her eyes closed? This is beautiful, Madhurja Virajananda. This is absolutely beautiful. I think so many viewers here on YouTube are just so excited. And yes, I actually now request Ma Paramampriya to iPad and show to the viewers that it was complete. It is completely still intact in place, and it was put exactly as it was shown. Actually, we can see how Margaret's eyes are now adjusting back to the light. She's slowly trying to open her eyes. Yes, thank you, Manitya Paramapriyananda. You can see clearly that the whole eye band is intact. Now, could you also show it like this, that we are able to see that there is no gap? Just, yes. You all can see there is absolutely no gap. It's completely thick and covered. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I just wanted you to answer one point on this, right? So there are thousands of us that are manifesting this power of third eye. Now that you actually experience and showed this to people, do you want to share? Is there anything that we need to do for this, or like what is it? Do we need to do some hard practice, or is there some kriya, or there's some process, or is it like dependent on us, or what exactly makes us manifest? Just a little bit about it.
And also just to tell, Ma Radhakrishna has acknowledged, great. It means hello in Japanese. So you got it exactly right. Thank you, Ma Virita.
Yes, you can go ahead and share.
Yes, go ahead, Mom.
Yes, so actually, you don't need to do only the only thing with what you need to do is just one step. You just surrender to him totally. All your incompletions, whatever patterns, whatever you're clinging on, what you're clutching on, just drop in that is Swamiji's feet. Like Swamiji, there's always a quote that Swamiji said that you take one step towards me, I take 1,000 steps to be with you. So it's like that. So you take one step for you to manifest him, he takes 1,000 steps for you to manifest him inside. So you just surrender. Yeah.
So true. Actually, thank you so much, Ma Nithya Virajananda. Thank you so much, Ma Nithya Paramapriyananda. And just to let all the viewers know, there are thousands of people every day in their day-to-day life manifesting this extraordinary Shakti. Just to share with you all, we have children, kids who go to school,